What's good, Melanin Warriors? Welcome back to another episode of the Melanin Warriorz Podcast. On today, the origins of dreadlocks and their connection to the strength and resilience of Ethiopia, particularly during Italy's occupation. Because if you didn't know, dreadlocks are more than just a hairstyle. So let's get it, man. Let's go.
Stand for something, you can fall for anything. Melanin Warriors. Let's go. M-E-L-A-N-I-N Warriors. M-E-L-A-N-I-N Warriors. M-E-L-A-N-I-N Warriors. M-E-L-A-N-I-N Melanin Warriors. Melanin Warriors. I shade all my kings and queens. Melanin Warriors. Either you stand for something or fall for anything.
So, Ethiopia's battle for freedom against Italy mirrors the same resilience dreadlocks have come to represent. To understand the origins of dreadlocks, though, y'all, we got to go way back, thousands of years back, to ancient civilizations. Dreadlocks have been documented in cultures worldwide, from the pharaohs of Kemet, whose locks were mummified with their bodies, to the Indian sadhus, who wear them as a mark of spiritual devotion. Now, for my Indian folks, if anybody knows the proper way to say sadhus, please put it in the comment, break it down for me if I'm saying it wrong. But in Africa, dreadlocks are particularly significant. And the earliest evidence comes from the people of East Africa, such as the Maasai warriors in Kenya and Tanzania, who wear dreadlocks as a symbol of strength and identity. Similarly, ancient Ethiopian warriors and priests were known to lock their hair as a sign of their spiritual commitment and their warrior ethos. So now we're going to fast forward to the 20th century and talk about a moment in history that put this nation's resilience on the world stage. And it's the Italian occupation of Ethiopia, also known as the Second Italo-Ethiopian War. For those who may not know, this conflict began in 1935 when Mussolini's fascist Italy decided to invade Ethiopia. They were seeking to expand their empire and avenge their previous defeat at the Battle of Adwa in 1896, which we'll cover on the next episode. A fight where Ethiopian forces led by Emperor Menelik II handed Italy a humiliating defeat. This wasn't just about land, it was about pride, power, and a fight for colonism. Under Emperor Haile Selassie I, Ethiopia became a symbol of African resistance. When Italy used chemical weapons and brutal tactics, Selassie appealed to the League of Nations, famously saying, quote, "It was us today, it'll be you tomorrow," end quote. Those words echoed through history, rallying not just Ethiopians, but oppressed people worldwide. It's no coincidence that Haile Selassie became a central figure in the Rastafari movement. Rastafarians view him as a divine figure. Shout out to all my Rastafarians out there, man. And their adoption of dreadlocks is inspired by the Nazarites in the Bible, who vowed not to cut their hair, and the warriors of Ethiopia, who symbolize resistance and pride. So what's powerful here is how dreadlocks became a form of silent rebellion. They're a rejection of Eurocentric beauty standards and colonial ideals. So, at one point they used to say how our dreadlocks and everything like that didn't look professional and all this other stuff. But, that's the European concept of what looks professional. So everybody's with having their dreads right now, they standing on business, like the kids say. Just like Ethiopia stood strong against Mussolini's forces, dreadlocks stand as a reminder of cultural pride and defiance in the face of oppression. And even though Italy occupied Ethiopia for a few years, they never fully conquered the spirit of the people. In 1941, with the help of British and Allied forces, Ethiopia regained its independence. Selassie returned to power, and Ethiopia remained the only African nation to resist European colonization successfully during the scramble for Africa. Shout out to all them Ethiopians out there that was fighting, man, and didn't give up to the colonizers. Kudos to y'all, man. That's a legacy of resilience that resonates with dreadlocks today. Whether worn by Rastafarians, freedom fighters, or anyone celebrating their heritage, dreadlocks carry the weight of history, struggle, as well as triumph. And it's not just about the past either, y'all. Dreadlocks are a conversation starter, a way to educate people about the stories and struggles behind them. When you wear your hair in locks, my highly melanated people, you're honoring a legacy that goes back to ancient warriors, spiritual seekers, and freedom fighters like those in Ethiopia. And as I begin to wrap up this episode, let's remember that history isn't just something we read about, it's something we carry with us, literally and figuratively. So next time someone asks you about your locks, don't just tell them it's a hairstyle, y'all. Let's know it's connected to a deeper history of strength, identity, and resistance. So y'all don't forget to hit that subscribe button, man. Don't forget to like, hit that bell in the corner for the notifications. So when I drop a new episode every week, y'all will be in the know. Peace and blessings, my people. Ashe.
Stand for something, you gon' fall for anything. Melanin Warriorz. Let's go.